You know what I think it's like at the moment? The Hall of Mirrors. Like at the fair? Remember that? You'd go in and you'd look at yourself, and there you were. It was you, but not quite you. Either your forehead was elongated or your body was long and twisted like spaghetti, or both. It's really peculiar, isn't it? Like, you go out for your daily walk and you step into the road to avoid getting too close to someone on the pavement, and they thank you for taking your life in your hands and doing battle with the oncoming Ford Focus. And the driver, instead of yelling at you out of the window, slows down and, more often than not, smiles and gives you a little wave. That definitely wouldn't have happened before. Working from home's been interesting. Don't get me wrong, I am grateful to have kept my job, but it's a lot harder than you think. They tell you to take breaks, but you feel guilty if you do. You're sort of psychologically tethered to your laptop. It's like being on a choke chain. And I felt a lot of things in the past about loading the dishwasher, but guilt has never been one of them. Till now. And the social distancing between me and my fridge isn't going too well. Happily, the bathroom scales are broken. I'm doing lots of face-to-face meetings on Zoom. All this stuff about working in your pyjamas, pure fantasy. It is so annoying to have to put makeup on and do your hair when you're not even going anywhere. I don't do my hair at the back though, so, small victories. People soon learn the tricks of the trade. They say, "Oh, my internet's really bad this morning, so I've had to dial in and that's why you can't see me." And you think, yeah. What you mean is that you're not dressed yet. And we've had so much sunshine, I've got a bit of a tan. I've had to dust my face with talcum powder more than once before an online meeting so that no one thinks that I'm spending most of my day on the sun lounger. Fat chance. I've got a new game. Radio Challenge, I call it. Normally, I have the radio on most of the time, but I just can't cope with the constant stream of doom and gloom at the moment. So the trick is to get to the radio just after the weather, but just before the news. I almost didn't make it yesterday. I dived to the radio, fell over the dog, and then I caught my elbow in a bowl of freshly peeled potatoes. Potatoes that were about to become chips. There are some upsides to lockdown, and thick-cut, freshly made, homemade chips are definitely on the list. Don't get me started on shopping. I don't generally do shopping lists. I work the aisles with all the muscle-bound discipline of a personal trainer, but you have to go clockwise in our local supermarket now, and it's completely messed up my routine. Yesterday, I got all the way round to jams and spreads, and then I suddenly remember that I need ketchup. But condiments are a distant memory now, and I'm not about to risk the glowers of disapproval from the shoppers behind me, so I keep going. Tomatoes are up ahead. Perhaps I can make my own. Who am I kidding? I can no more make ketchup than all those people who bought truckloads of yeast can make bread. I've been re-watching Ab Fab to keep my spirits up. I'd forgotten how funny it was, but you remember the one where Eddie and Patsy have a falling out and then they realise that they can't manage without each other, and Eddie rescues Patsy from a New York rooftop in a helicopter? Well, I cried my eyes out. And the thing is, it's supposed to be really funny. It is really funny. And there I am, on the sofa, crying like a baby. Catches you in funny ways, this, doesn't it? I went out for a walk this morning, and there was this chap in his front garden admiring a row of upturned plastic cups in the soil, and I thought, well, he's obviously lost the plot, until I spotted tiny seedlings under each one. So what we had was a row of tiny greenhouses, essentially. I stopped, keeping my distance, and I said, "What are you growing?" And he said, "Sunflowers. I grow them every year. Come summer, they'll be 6 foot high." And I thought, I'm really, really looking forward to seeing those. My workmates and I have been focusing on the fact that things will get back to normal eventually. I was chatting to our social events organiser about the summer party, which we'll probably be holding in November at this rate, and she said, "I think we might have to reconsider our choice of party game." And I said, "Remind me what we decided on." And she said, "Locked in a room." I could see her point. Sometimes, just before I go to sleep, I picture our office in Bristol, silent and deserted. I imagine the moon shining onto the empty desks through those lovely big picture windows that look out over Castle Park and the river. Then I think about what it would be like to be back again. I picture us all chatting and laughing, and the sunshine streaming in, and the boats chugging up and down the river just as they always did. And for all that I used to moan about trains being late, or the rain soaking me to the skin as I made a dash from the station, do you know what? I can't wait.